From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your evening update. Your weekend weather update is made possible by Caltrans District 2.
Hey folks, happy Christmas Eve. Hope you had a nice day so far. As expected, there's some showers lingering across the area. Not particularly heavy, but they are there, as expected, right? Especially along the coast, you see some sprinkles there. Low cloud deck across the rest of the North State. I think that's kind of the story as we head over the next 24 hours or so. But as is typical, those showers, they hit the Trinity Alps, and sure enough, kind of fade away. I really don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. They're not particularly widespread, but you kind of see what I'm talking about, right, as we head through tonight and into tomorrow morning. Christmas Day coming up here as we head over the next 24 hours. Like I said, I hope you had a nice day so far, and tomorrow really kind of similar to today, to be honest with you. I don't think these showers are going to be particularly widespread, but you notice they're not intense, and they really stay kind of limited to western Siskiyou County, maybe inching out east of I-5, but I think it's going to be Trinity County, Humboldt County, Del Norte County, if anyone is going to see those. Looks like Tuesday looks good, so our day after Christmas pretty much looks fine. I don't really see any issues there. Our next system, that's going to be coming through midweek, so we're talking about the Wednesday time frame here, and that's this thing off the coast. That's going to be pushing east with time here, and it really only lingers for about Wednesday or so, late Wednesday into early Thursday, and then it's kind of out of here, to be honest with you. I don't see that really sticking around too long, but we could get a good few inches out of it when all is said and done with it. It looks like the precipitation chances are fairly decent with it, but I'm not really seeing anything more than a couple inches or a few inches at most. You can see along the coast the classic climatological peaks in Humboldt and Del Norte County and western Siskiyou County, as well as out to Trinity County. You're talking 1, 2, maybe 3 inches of rain, maybe isolated spots a tiny bit higher, but still we're not seeing 7, 8, 9 inches of rain, nothing like that. Out towards the valley and points east of I-5 and the I-5 corridor itself, we're probably talking an inch or two, and frankly out towards Modoc County and the East Mountains, as usual, 1/5 of an inch, 1/10 of an inch if you're lucky out there. So I really do think that the system's kind of not necessarily one of those huge ones, but it'll do us a little bit of favors, that's for sure. And I think by the time we're heading through this last week of December, last week of 2023 as a whole, and the first week of January, we're probably going to get into this more active pattern in the extended term. It looks like precipitation chances are looking fairly decent because we have one system swinging down after another system swinging down after another system swinging down. You kind of see what I was talking about there. It's kind of looping here. So we're going to have a few good shots of precipitation here. Warm air and cold air kind of battling right here, but I think the cold air is going to win this one here when all said and done. Wave heights. So let's go ahead and see what we have in store here. To be honest with you, I think especially through the rest of the day here, you can see just here as of the last hour or so, we've picked up those wave heights to about 10, 15 foot range. And even look at the coast here. We're talking 10 footers here, 8 footers there. So yeah, small craft advisory territory, a little rambunctious out there, especially with that little jet impulse of energy that's providing those showers. As for tonight, here are our lows. Pretty widespread with these 20s and 30s across the area, to be honest with you, just above freezing in the valley, holding steady in the upper 30s along the coast. Then as we head for Christmas Day itself, well, what do we have in store for the daytime highs? Widespread 50s along the coast, upper 50s in fact in some spots, mid to upper 50s throughout the valley. The rest of us in Siskiyou County and Modoc County talking mid to upper 40s. Then you head out towards the East Mountains, you're struggling to get out of the 30s once again out there. So all in all, looks like kind of a fairly typical Christmas when all is said and done with it, but I don't think a lot of us are going to be seeing a white Christmas. Of course, some of the upper level peaks still do have some white on them, but yeah, we're not seeing any huge widespread snow level at 1,000 feet or anything like that. So yeah, maybe next year. So 7-day forecast, here's what we have in store. Clouds picking up through today and tomorrow. Like I said, a few showers possible, especially with that little impulse of energy over the next 24 hours or so. Not thinking that's a huge deal, but wouldn't necessarily be the worst idea to maybe bring an umbrella if you're going to be outside for more than, say, an hour or two at a time, just to be totally safe. But again, I really don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. I think towards the end of the week, we're talking Wednesday, when that system starts to come through, that's when we get into the more active pattern. That's when we need to watch those rain chances. And frankly, the snow chances, we're talking snow levels about 4,500 foot range, so we'll keep a close eye on that, of course, see if anything changes there. Taking a look at the valley, similar situation here, clouds picking up for our Christmas, maybe a sprinkle or two, just don't think it's a huge deal. I've introduced a 10 to 20% rain chance there in that vicinity. Showers Wednesday, that's when I think the best rain chances are. Might be a little more widespread. I'll keep a close eye on that. And as we head into the extended term, temperatures kind of varying just a little bit as we get into this more active pattern. Coast, this is where I think the best rain chances are for today, for tomorrow, and frankly, we've seen them over the last several hours through today. And of course, Wednesday, falling in line with the rest of us with those showers across the area with 60s creeping into the forecast Tuesday and Wednesday. Thanks for watching this forecast update. Mike's off tomorrow. I'll be covering him for a quick look at your forecast. It might be a little bit abbreviated because, of course, I'm going to go celebrate Christmas too. But nevertheless, I'll keep you updated here over the next 24 hours.